Well, hello there, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are well. I start this video with a delicious breakfast. Hadn't had a fried breakfast for a while, so made one as a treat. Cup of tea, some brown sauce, and let's have a look at that egg, see if it's perfect. Instant regret and disappointment. I like my eggs runny and, as always, failed to do so. A small unboxing here now, and I had an email from Daylesford recently telling of their Christmas decorations, and of course I had a look, and of course I decided to make a small purchase. Just one item, and you know how much I love my mice on my tree in the kitchen, and so I have a new chef mouse complete with a Christmas pud. How adorable. I will link him in the box below in case you want to go and treat yourself to a gorgeous Daylesford mouse. And there he is with my original Daylesford mouse on the kitchen Christmas tree. Finally bought myself a new phone case. It took weeks to arrive, about 2 weeks, and of course it's Tartan, so I just wanted to show you. My other one was falling to pieces, so it wasn't a frivolous purchase, it was needed. Nothing motivates cleaning quite like the prospect of a guest coming to stay, so I got a pole and a cloth and got all of the cobwebs hanging from the ceilings. Look at this, Miss Havisham would be proud, and I'm not too proud to show you my filth on the internet. A festive coffee from McDonald's. I really like their Grinch collaboration. Weekly shop now. Got some red roses, and of course I had to buy these hand wash in festive guise. I've said it many times before, I am the advertiser's dream. I will buy anything seasonal. A few yellow stickers, got some chips, and hurrah for a salad. The quiche wasn't reduced, but I got it for my lunch to go with the chips and salad because Bill was taking his friend who was coming to stay out for lunch, and I wasn't going with them, so I thought I'd have something nice. Got some reduced asparagus, but you can see here that in my haste I didn't realise that one of them I picked up was full price. That's my mistake. I meant to get 3 yellow sticker asparagus, but my fault, my problem. I love asparagus, so that's okay. And again with the reduced eggs. By the time these go out of date, I'll be doing the weekly shop anyway, so that's quite timely. I can't resist a festive sandwich when I see them, and I didn't have high hopes for this one, but actually it's really good and I would definitely get that again. Some reduced potatoes, and then I've just got a cheese selection and some fruits, so that when Bill and his friend are back later on, if they don't want a large dinner, they can just have some cheese and grapes and wine. And the grapes were reduced, so that was very good. Got those crisps because I was talking to a lady in Waitrose and she was getting them and saying how good they were. And crackers for the cheese. I added the dip just because it's really nice, and again it will go well on a cheese plate, so that's all for them for later on. And this I bought to have over Christmas actually. It's got a good date on it and I've had this before, it's really, really good. So if you love cheese, you'd love that. Country Life Advent Calendar Edition. A real treat, I had to get that. Well, no, I didn't have to get it, I wanted to get it. And there's the boss, keeping an eye on me as always. I don't know if I'm going to actually open those little doors or not. £7, quite expensive, but yeah, I probably should open the door, shouldn't I? Use it as a calendar. And there we have it, the slightly more interesting parts of the weekly shop. And Henry Cat. On Friday I decided it was time to remove the pumpkins from the front garden and the porch. And it was time to cut them and get the seeds out of them. The teeny ones and any of the pumpkins that you see with long stems are all homegrown. And I've still got some of those seeds, so I didn't need to cut those to save the seeds. But I love the gnarly look to that pumpkin, and the large pumpkin was in a dilemma whether to cut that or not. And so I was just giving that some thought. And this pumpkin may or may not be Crown Prince, I'm not sure. But I was going to save the seeds. But first, let me show you. Bill's friends gave us gifts. And I was so impressed with this, and I just wanted to show you because I love a good candle, and these are so good. I do love a diptyque candle. And it's got a cat. There we are, 3 miniature diptyque candles. What a gorgeous gift. Very much appreciated that. So now I've shown you those, I can put those back on the windowsill, and it's time to get my knife and cut these pumpkins, which, by the way, was actually quite hard. I got my knife stuck a few times. So I started with the small one because that's the one that I thought would be hardest to cut, and you can see I'm struggling there, it wasn't easy. So I'll put it on a time lapse and speed things up. So I just had to work the knife in and scrape out the seeds. Same with this one, which is bright orange on the inside. And in the end, I decided it was time to cut the white pumpkin. Got my knife stuck in this one, so I had to use another one to kind of wedge it open. And then once you've got your seeds, you need to clean them as thoroughly as possible and then wipe them on a cloth to get all the bits of the flesh off. I used an old tea towel because I knew it would get ruined. All those tiny bits get everywhere. They're quite hard to remove, but you have to get as much off the seeds as you can, because if not, they will go mouldy and the seeds will rot. So it's quite an important part. So those are the seeds for the small gnarly pumpkin. Quite a lot. Probably don't need that many. These are from the one that could be, possibly, the Crown Prince, not sure, but I'm definitely going to grow those next year. And then these are the white pumpkin seeds. So I left them to dry thoroughly on the pieces of fabric for about 4 hours. And once they were dry, I bagged them up, and they are in a cupboard, quite safe until next spring. I'm very pleased I've got that done. It's quite tedious, I can't lie, it's a boring process, but you get lots of pumpkin seeds, so it's worth it. Early on Saturday morning, I'm in the living room here and just getting this corner ready because we're going to go and buy a Christmas tree. So I've just moved the chairs and got the tree skirt from the garage and just getting it clean and ready. I went upstairs to go and get the bauble spring down, so everything was to hand. And in that short moment of time, somebody had gone to have a look. Yes, you, Henry Cat. Cats. My tip is just leave the cats to have a look around. They have to know what's going on. They're so curious, there's no point in trying to stop them. And he's still in there, look. Honestly, cats, they just have to get involved, be part of whatever you're doing. And yeah, just let them do it. You can see that I've added some splashes of red. I'm not sure if this is the final look with the throws and the cushions. And look, Henry's literally exactly like that piece of art we have on the wall there. That's so funny. What a beautiful jump that was, Henry. And now he's all proud and pleased. He knows what's going on and he's happy. He just needed to know. needed to be a part of it. So we'll leave Henry Cat there and let's get in the car and go out. Before we went to get the tree, we stopped at a pub to have some lunch. The pub is called The Bell, and I will link it up in the box below in case you want to visit. It's very nice, a proper pub, and it has cats. The ginger cat there is called Ernest, and this cat is called MJ. I love that there's cats in the pub. I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't like it, but we did. And yes, found the TARDIS or a police box. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that you find as you go along, so I had to video it. And now we're making our way to Laurel Farm to go and choose our tree. This is where we always buy our trees because they're quite locally grown, and this is the tree we selected. It had been laying on the ground, so we felt sorry for it. And there's Bill. And here I am, pulling the tree through the netting machine because there's nobody there at that moment to help us, so I did it myself. I can be a bit interfering sometimes. And that is where I shall leave it. The tree is now home and it's in the house, but I'll show you that in the next video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.